Welcome back to the geography class. Today we will be learning a new topic which is about season, solstice and equinox. As you know that in our previous class we have learned that movement of the earth around the sun is known as revolution. Okay? When the revolution occurs, the different part the sun is facing and the earth is getting the rays of the sun. So amount of heat that the sun is passing to the earth, on that according to that basis the seasons are changed. As you know that we have 4 seasons: summer, winter, spring and autumn. Okay, so these 4 seasons are being caused by the rotation, or you can say the revolution of the earth. Okay, so see here, due to the tilt of the earth's axis, okay, different parts of the earth face the sun during one revolution. They receive different seasons. That means in one revolution, wherever the sun is facing the earth, in that part of time, that rays of the suns are getting eventually. Okay, sometimes it is getting more. Wherever part it is getting more, that will be called as summer. Wherever it is getting less, it will be winter. And spring and autumn, it will be equal. Okay. See here, in the course of 1 year, the season falls directly on the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn and over the equator. That means there are different layers of the different, you know that there are different parallels are there. Okay. So when we talk about this part, it is of Tropic of Cancer. Okay. Here we have equator. Then we have Tropic of Capricorn. And here it is Antarctica Circle and Arctic Circle, and we have these are the poles. Got it? So wherever the heat, okay, wherever the sun is falling in a particular 1 year, there you have the different seasons, okay, in the northern and southern hemisphere as well as in the equator. So let's see here, on the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn over the equator, on certain fixed days, these days are known as solstice and equinox. Okay, that means wherever the sun is facing, that part will be summer. If the sun is facing towards the Tropic of Capricorn, it will be here will be summer. Okay, and when it is falls in Tropic of Capricorn, here will be summer. When in northern hemisphere, wherever it is summer, in the southern hemisphere it will be winter. This will be winter. If here it is summer, it will be winter, and if here it is summer, then out here in northern hemisphere will be winter. Okay, let us start in a detail. Now see here, summer solstice. Okay, look at the figure. When the sun is facing directly to Tropic of Cancer, okay, when the rays are falling directly to Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere, then we have summer solstice. Okay, by the time when it is summer in northern, it will be winter in the southern part. Okay, see, between June and August, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. That means the earth, or you can say the northern hemisphere, will be directly under the rays of the sun. So on that basis, this particular part in the northern hemisphere, you will have summer season. Okay, and in the down part, that is the southern hemisphere, you will have winter. Okay, see, the longest day occurs on 21st June. Recently we have this 21st June where the sun is directly over the Tropic of Cancer. This day is known as the summer solstice. Got it? So which day is occurs as summer solstice? That is the 21st June. Why? Because the sun is totally, or you can say that the sun is over the head of the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere. Okay, now see here, winter solstice. Okay, between December and February, the southern hemisphere, it is summer. That means whenever the southern will have summer, in northern you will have winter. Because by the time 22nd December we have winter, on southern hemisphere they will have summers. Got it? Why? Because that time the sun is directly towards the Tropic of Capricorn. Got it? Tropic of Capricorn, that time we have winter solstice, and which date it is? It is 22nd December. So you got the figure? Wherever the sun is passing the rays, that will have summer. Whichever is not passing, that will have winter. Okay? Let us start with a new topic, that is equinox. Now see, like solstice we have 2, summer and winter. In the same way, equinox also we have 2. Okay, that is spring equinox Okay, twice every year the sun shines directly over the equator. That means in the middle. I told you that equator is in the middle. The sun, wherever it is shining over the equator, the sun temperature will be equal. Okay. South pole is tilted towards the sun and the whole gets equal hours of day and night. That means that particular day, throughout the world you have equal day and nights. Okay. There are 2 days where you have the same equinox, that is 21st March and 23rd September. That means 21st March you have spring equinox and here 23rd September you have autumn's equinox. Why? Because equinox means equal temperature. That means equal sun and rays will be falling on the entire world. Okay. And if you talk about solstice means a constant where the earth rays is given only in the particular that place. Okay. That is called solstice. See here, look at the picture. 21st March, see here. 21st March we have spring equinox. It is spring in the northern hemisphere. Okay. And 23rd September, that is autumn, it is in the southern hemisphere. Okay. In the same way, we have seen that the sun is, when the sun is passing its rays to here and here, we have eventually summer solstice, okay, and winter solstice, right? But when the sun is having its same way, when the sun is passing its rays in a similar path, then we have spring equinox, that is 21st March, and next we have autumn equinox, that is 23rd September. That means in the northern place, that where we are staying, we have spring that time, and the people who are staying in the southern, they have autumn. And when they will have spring, will have autumn. In the same way, it goes on. Got it, children? So this is about the solstice and equinox. We have completed your chapter. Let us start with your exercise part.
Now look at in your book, children. Rotation. Rotation is the spinning of the earth around its own axis. Okay, it's a simple part. Circle of illumination, as I told you, the imaginary line that divides the day and night. Okay, or you can say that imaginary line that runs vertically across the globe, dividing the part having day from the part having night. Okay. Next you have revolution, movement of the earth around the sun along a fixed path. Okay. And leap year, a year which has 366 days occurring every 4 years. Equinox, you can write only or you can learn only equal nights. Okay. And solstice, you can learn standing still of the sun. You can learn the dates. Okay, 21st March and 23rd September, the equinox, that we have September, and the sun shines vertically over the equator. Okay, you can learn this date. 21st March we have spring and 23rd September we have autumn. In the same way, solstice also you learn Tropic of Cancer over the vertical. Okay, you learn that standing still of the sun. Then you can learn 21st June we have the summer solstice and 22nd December we have winter solstice. Got it? Now see, let us start with your exercise part. Number A. Choose the correct answer. The sun appears to rise in the east because the earth rotates on its axis from, which is the right answer, west to east. Okay. Next you have on the leap year, the extra day is added to the month of, which is the added day, which month is having a leap year, that is month of February. Okay. On 21st June, sun's rays falls directly on the which one? 21st June we have Tropic of Cancer. Got it? And the equinox, the sun rays falls directly on the equator. Got it? Next you have fill in the blanks. The spinning of the earth on its own axis is called rotation. The earth's orbit is elliptical in shape. As we know that elliptical means oval. Got it? The earth takes exactly 365 1/4 days to complete one revolution. A leap year has 366 days. Okay. When it is summer in northern hemisphere, it is winter in southern hemisphere. Got it? Next you have question number C. Mark the following sentence as true or false. Correct the sentence that are false. See, first part. The earth takes what hour to complete one rotation? Is it correct? It is false. Look at the board. You can see that number 1 answer I have written there. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Okay. Next you have the rotation of the earth causes day and night is true. Okay. The axis of the earth is inclined at an angle of 22.5 degrees to its orbit. It is false. Why? Because the correct answer is, look at the board. the axis of the earth, number 3, okay, number 3. The axis of the earth is inclined at an angle of 23.5 degree to its orbit. Got it? This is the correct answer of number 3. Next you have number 4. Seasons are caused due to the revolution of the earth. It is true. Okay. All parts of the world have equal length of days and nights throughout the year. It is false. Look at the board. The number 5 answer is all parts of the world have varying. Okay, that means different lengths of days and night throughout the year. Okay. So this is the answer of false. You can write it down from the board. Got it, children? Now question number question number D and E you will be getting in the PDF form. One thing, before I conclude my today's class, let me show you that in E number 1 you have diagram. Okay, this diagram will be given to you in a printed form. This is the diagram of number E1. Okay, this diagram is E1. So, as the diagrams are not been clear to you in your the PDF that was sent to you previously, so this time I will be clicking the picture from the book and I will be sending. Okay. And next, number 2 question. See here, explain with the help of a diagram that the season caused. Okay, the season caused diagram will be this one. So I have already told you about the answers, but still I will be sending these pictures in the PDF form because some of you all are not having the books. So for this reason, these pictures will be helpful for you. But those who have the pictures, you can make this diagram from the book itself. Got it? So in the next class, we will be starting with another chapter. Till then, bye-bye.